Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. If you are new, my name is Shannon and I do all sorts of vlogs. I do kind of just like weekly vlogs, homey vlogs, adventure vlogs. I vlogged my birth, my wedding day, our Disney moon if you like Disney vlogs, all sorts of stuff. So if any of that sounds like your kind of thing, please do subscribe if you haven't already, because it really does help me out and I really would love to kind of grow this channel a little bit this year. So today I am here with a home/moving update. Now if you follow me on Instagram or if you have watched this channel recently, you may have heard me mention a little bit about us moving. I did ask on my Instagram a couple of months ago now, like literally kind of when we first got this going, if anyone had any like questions and stuff like that. So I've got those saved, but I've also asked again this week just because obviously time has gone on, and yeah, just seeing if anyone had any other questions, which you did. So I will try to incorporate as many of them just into my talking as possible, and then if there's anything that I feel like I've left out near the end, then I will just answer questions at the end too. So I am filming this on Saturday the 15th of January, so obviously everything I am saying is like correct as of now. With house things, it can change all the time at any point, like, but as of now this is where we stand. So I guess just briefly, I will just kind of talk about our current situation now for those of you who don't know. So Ollie and I bought this place in August 2017. So we have been here a good few years now. It was our first home that we bought together, and it is a 2-bedroom flat masonette above a shop. It is officially like a masonette because it's got stairs, so it's got an upstairs and a downstairs. So downstairs we've got our living room, our kitchen and our hallway, and then like understairs storage and stuff. And then upstairs we've got our bathroom and our 2 bedrooms, and yeah, we love it here. Like once you are in, it feels so homely. When it came to us buying this place, we knew that we would like to settle in Orpington for our first home, which is where we both grew up. I did live away for a few years when I was younger, but on the most part Orpington is where we have always lived, and if we'd based our life around so far to that point, so it made sense to kind of stay here if we could. Orpington is quite an expensive area, and because it's kind of, well, it's Greater London technically, but it's on the London-Kent border, so it's a great commuter town, but also without being like too into the hustle bustle of London. So yeah, it is a popular place for people to live, and therefore it's expensive. So when we were looking to buy this place, we didn't want to max ourselves out on a mortgage. We didn't want to borrow right up to what we were allowed to borrow. We wanted to borrow under. We also wanted to have a low mortgage term in order to pay it off as soon as possible. And we wanted to have fairly high repayment, like monthly repayments, in order to pay it off as soon as possible. So that has been what we've been doing so far. We ended up going £20,000 over asking price on this place because it was exactly what we needed. There was nothing else suitable for us at the time on the market in our budget. There were other properties in our budget, but they were nowhere near as big. And yeah, this just, obviously it's like con was that it was above a shop, and that is like, you know, the thing that a few people were like, oh, are you sure you want to buy there? But in actual fact, it's served us so well. Like, we're above a commercial property. It's not like a chip shop or anything like that. And it's worked really, really well for us. We have always said that one day we would move out of where we're living, and we never really knew where. I ideally would want to live near the coast one day, but that isn't what's happening at this time. That will be in the future at some point, potentially. We have always known that to kind of get our like dream property, or at least a property up the ladder, we would most likely have to move out of Orpington and look at other places. The thing is, Ollie's work is based in London, like super central London, so anywhere that we were looking at, we always took into consideration commuting times and like costs as well, like because we can move out and there are fast trains, but they're really expensive for Ollie to then get into London, and it's, you know, it's like you've got to weigh up what's worth it. We had like very lightly, like not too seriously, been just keeping an eye on just general prices across the country. We'd looked at a few places in Wales, we looked like all over basically. We've kind of had our eye on everywhere, but like I said, like Ollie wasn't keen to move his job. Like, he likes his job, he likes who he works for, and also if he did move his job, then it's just finding an area where there's work in his sector, you know, like it can't be super remote. Buzz is nearly 1 year old. We knew that we would want to move before he started school because we didn't want to kind of take him out of schools. Like I moved schools so much when I was younger, and I would just quite like to keep him in steady schooling if I can. So Ollie's company have got offices in other places around the country. I think they've got 3 other offices other than their London one. So one day Ollie rang me and he was like, look, don't get too excited, but work have just sent an email around saying that some of the other offices are looking for staff, like people who would want to go and work there. If anyone is interested, like we could make it happen kind of thing. And I was like, oh my god, like this literally, you know, when it just feels like stars align a little bit. So there, like I said, there are a couple of offices, so we kind of thought about the areas of each one. There was one like in Oxford kind of area, which is beautiful and would be lovely, but it's super expensive there. Like there wouldn't be too much financial sense in us moving there from Orpington because prices probably wouldn't be too much different anyway, so it wouldn't give us the like potential to get a bigger house and things like that. And yeah, there's a couple of others about, so we settled on the one that we thought was best for us. And then from knowing that city, we then, you know, started looking at towns and villages around it in like commuting distance, so kind of from half an hour to an hour away, for Ollie to be able to commute in when the like working from home stuff has eased up a little bit. That is where we started with our search, and we did find a town that we really liked. It was quite a big town, but there was a bungalow that was like walking distance into the town, and we really liked the look of it. But the thing is, this bungalow was like a big renovation job. Like it would need work doing as soon as we moved in, and we were actually thinking it's going to be quite tough to live in this space as well as renovate it because it needed like complete redoing. That one didn't go anywhere in the end, which I think in retrospect we are glad about because, you know, everything happens for a reason. So yeah, we then kind of went back to the drawing board and had a look at another town which I had seen before, and it looked really lovely. So we ended up going up there for a weekend, and we viewed a property up there, and we went to like a local event that was on just to get like a vibe of like the kind of people around. And yeah, we went to one of the pubs and we went to one of the restaurants for breakfast and stuff like that. Like we had a nice little explore, and we really loved it. Like we just kept like just staring at each other like, could this be our future town? Like I feel like it could, you know, when you just get a feeling. And we had the same with the house too. So the house that we went to view is a 3-bedroom semi-detached house. It's got a driveway, a garage, a front and back garden, and it's so lovely. It is teeny tiny, like it is a small house. The living space will actually feel a lot smaller than here. The living room is smaller, the kitchen is smaller, and there's just a hallway that's like not necessary. So some of the other houses on the road had like knocked through to make it like a bigger space. The bathroom is downstairs too, which I know that some people see as like a negative, but I actually think with Buzz it could be quite handy because after meal times and stuff, the amount of times I've had to like run him upstairs to give him a bath and or a shower, and you know, like dragging food mess through the house. So it will actually be quite helpful to have it downstairs as well when he's like toilet training and stuff like that. But basically the reason that this house for us works so well is that it's not in like a state, like you can live in it straight away. The guy that we're buying from has lived there for I think around 62 years, I think he said, so a long time. And yeah, it's dated, but it's clean, it's tidy, and it's definitely livable straight away. So the plans though, it's got the house, so basically it's got the house and then it's got the garage, and then between the house and the garage, yeah, quite a wide walkway area. It's got like they keep their bins there, I think. They've got like flower beds there, a big path and things. So our plan eventually is to extend from the house over to the other side of the garage, so like basically kind of doubling the house size. So our plans, like we've done some drawings and stuff, would be to hopefully turn it from this 3-bed semi-detached into a 5-bed semi-detached, but with like a lot nicer kind of open living space downstairs too. If we didn't go for the full 5-bed, then we would potentially go for a 4-bed, but like really nice decent sized 4 beds with like en-suites and stuff. It's still like very early days of this. We obviously haven't even got the keys yet, and we have to save up for the extension. Like extensions are freaking expensive. really expensive. So we're thinking it'll probably be a good few years, like around 5 years ish. I don't know what's going to happen financially, but around that time for us to be able to afford the extension. But it is definitely livable in that time for us three, and potentially, you know, if another baby comes along, for them too. To be able to like get a house with like a little bit of, well, it's not land at all, like you'll see when we move there, hopefully. It's little, but it does allow us to kind of expand the house and, yeah, hopefully be a bit of like a renovation project, and eventually if we do come to sell, hopefully it'll make us a little bit of money. There are other houses on the road that have done it, so we know that hopefully like planning should be fine for that and stuff. So yeah, that is the place that we are looking to buy. It's also walking distance into the little town, which is beautiful, and that is actually something that I didn't think was going to be such a big deal to me, to be able to walk into a town. But since having Buzz, like having to get him into the car every time we want to go anywhere, just for a walk or to the park or to the shop, is a bit like annoying. Like, it's not the end of the world at all. Like, I'm obviously privileged to have a car, like that we can do that, but yeah, it would just be really nice to be able to just get him in his pram and just leave the house and like walk into the town. The schools in the area as well are meant to be really lovely. They have done really well with Ofsted and everything like that. They're good feeder schools, and yeah, the secondary school is meant to be very, very good as well. So yeah, hopefully we're doing the right thing there for Buzz and for like his future. Obviously you just never know, you can never be 100% sure, but you've got to take these risks sometimes, and yeah, we're both really excited and like hope that we're doing the right thing. So we got the ball rolling to sell our place. We instructed an estate agent. They obviously like valued it and came and did pictures and did the floor plan, etc, etc, and then they got that up on the Wednesday. So by the Saturday we had viewings, and by Saturday evening we had our offer. Someone had put an offer in on our place, and yeah, she had offered £4,000 under asking, and her reason for doing so was because where this is a flat above a shop, it is leasehold. I think I'm saying this right. I'm not like the most technical person with this stuff. Ollie is definitely better. And basically the lease term on this property is like getting a little bit lower. It's still absolutely fine. Mortgage lenders will still lend on it, but it's just getting to around the time where, you know, in about 5 years you would want to kind of boost it back up. So she put that offer in and said the lease is like a little bit low. I will have to pay to put it up at some point. So that's why I'm offering £4,000 under, which is totally fair enough. However, you know, that was our first day of viewings. She offered the day that she'd viewed, and yeah, our estate agent had told us like a ballpark figure of what they thought we would get for this place, and we put it up for the lower end of that, and she said that, you know, potentially it will get into a bidding war and it will go over asking, which is like which I think I mentioned is what happened when we bought here. We paid £20,000 over asking price because there were so many people who wanted it. But when we were selling, because we really, really liked the property that we wanted to buy, we didn't want to lose that one. So we kind of weighed up, like, would we want to hold out and try and get, you know, potential buyers into a bit of a bidding war to get a little bit more money, or do we just want to get our offer and then go and offer on the place that we want? So we went back to her and we said that, you know, it's only just gone up and it was priced with the lease in mind, so like we're going to hold out for asking kind of thing. And she came back pretty much straight away and offered full asking. So I think everyone puts offers in when you're buying a place, don't you? Like a little bit under, like we definitely do. Like, it's just a dumb thing, isn't it? So yeah, we kind of stuck to our guns, I think the saying is, and yeah, she offered full asking in the end. So by the Sunday we had accepted her offer. On the Monday we put the offer in on the place that we want, and that was accepted. So they originally had it up for a price, and then they had reduced the price by £5,000, and then we offered £5,000 under that, which they accepted. So the place we are buying we got for £10,000 more than we bought this place for. So we have sold this place for £45,000 more than we bought it for. So basically with that £10,000 difference, we will have hopefully around £35,000 in the bank, which will just go straight towards our savings for the extension. So it's an incredible amount of money. Like, we are so lucky that we kind of got in the housing market when we did and have been able to benefit from the price increases recently. And obviously that does mean the place we've bought has gone up since, you know, it would have been a lot cheaper if we'd have looked at it 5 years ago, but obviously time and everything, like, this is the time for us to do what we're doing. And yeah, we're really lucky that we're able to buy a nicer place for us, a more convenient place for us. Oh god, excuse my nails, look, I've bloody picked off a couple, haven't I? But yeah, we are able to have a little bit of money in the bank after selling this place. So yeah, that will just go straight to extension saving, which, you know, is a few years down the line. So just on to a couple of questions that people asked. I got asked, like, why have you decided to move? And that's a really good question, because I know it's a bit random to like choose to up and move to a whole new area. See, Ollie's work said about this potential to change office, and the timings just seemed to work well for us. We found a house that we really liked and in an area that seemed really nice, and we just thought, go for it. Like, you've got to make these risks sometimes, you've got to take these risks sometimes, you've got to make these decisions. Who knows if we're making the right decision? Who knows if the risk is going to pay off? But do you know what? Like, we are here just one time, and we think it will hopefully work for us. Obviously, I work for myself, so I work from home. So to have a home that's got more space is amazing. To not be working from my bedroom will be really, really lovely. And for Buzz as well, just to kind of grow up in hopefully like a nicer area. Like I said, we don't know. It seems nice. The crime seems like low, and you know, you can do all the tests, and I've been on the local Facebook groups for a while and everything like that, just seeing like what goes on. And yeah, from what we can tell, it seems lovely, but only time will tell. And if the worst comes to the worst, we will do up this place, like not the extension, just do it up, modernize it, and then we can sell it, you know, like if the worst, if we hate it, but hopefully we won't. Sorry if you've moved position slightly, the camera switched off. It switches off after 20 minutes and I always forget. Some questions were also, what about your friends and family? Are you not going to miss them, etc, etc? Of course we will miss people that we're like moving away from. However, we're literally just moving 2.5 hours away. It's really not that far. Like, if I meet up with my friends, like we've already been saying, it's literally just an hour and 25 minutes to meet in the middle somewhere, or we can make weekends of it and I can go down to them, they can come up to us. Like, you know, we will make it work, and it will be so lovely to have that quality time, spending weekends with people and things, and making more of a deal of seeing each other. Obviously I will miss having like people I can just easily pop to, and you know, but I will make new friends. Like, if anything, having a baby is the easiest time I've found to make new friends, because there's loads of other mums out there who are in a similar situation, and you go to play groups and everything else. So yeah, if I didn't have Buzz, I think I would feel a lot more nervous about making this move, but because I've got him, and I know we'll be getting him friends, hopefully I can make some new friends up that way too. One thing I would say that I do feel a little bit weird about is leaving Orpington, because my mum is buried here. If you guys don't know, I lost my mum when I was 12, and yeah, she is buried here in Orpington. And I have never been someone that's felt like you've had to go to a grave to kind of be near someone, or to talk to them, or to think about them, or anything like that. However, the last kind of couple of years I have felt a little bit more of a connection with going there than I ever have before. It used to just make me super sad, but now I do find it quite calming to go there. However, again, it's not like I'm moving a million miles away. I can easily come back here on special occasions, or at times where I want to come back here. I'll be coming back here anyway to see friends and family, so yeah, it's not the end of the world. And like I said, I've never been someone who's felt I've had to be at someone's grave to think about them. Like, I know my mum is with me in my head and my heart and my thoughts, and yeah, it's just a little bit of a weird one. But something that I actually am really looking forward to is where we're going to have a garden. I'm going to be able to have sunflowers, which is her favourite flower, and subsequently my favourite flower. I don't know if I would have had that as my favourite flower if I hadn't have lost her, but it did just become my favourite flower because, you know, it reminds me of her. They're so lovely and bright and big and colourful and yellow, and just, yeah, they're my favourite flower, and they really remind me of her. So yeah, I can have a nice little sunflower in my garden, which will be just so special to have a garden that I can do that in, you know? Someone said, does moving postpone Disney World? No, it doesn't. No, it does not. The only thing that is stopping me going to Disney World is the C word, if it does. So hopefully it doesn't. But no, we are still fully planning on going to Disney World. We will now, though, be probably staying at a hotel the night before we fly, which we've never had to do before because Orpington is like really conveniently located for Gatwick, Heathrow, and then like Eurostar, Eurotunnel, all of that stuff. So we have never had to kind of do a pre-travel day before, which we will probably do this time now, which just makes it more exciting. It means the holiday starts earlier, and yeah, I'm really excited for that. So no, we are still very much planning on going to Disney World in May. Where we are currently in terms of the process is that we're just waiting for some searches to come back. We've been, you know, just all the document stuff's been going on. We've not got much of a chain. Our buyer hasn't got a chain, and the person we're buying from hasn't got a chain. So it's literally just the 3 properties in the chain. So we kind of thought it'd be quite a quick one, but with Christmas and stuff, it hasn't been as quick as we would have maybe thought. So I think originally we're thinking it might be as soon as end of January, where it's looking a lot less likely now. I think it will be more likely the end of February, but who knows? Who knows when buying a house? When we bought this place, it took absolutely months. Like I think it took like, I don't know, April, May, June, July, August, like 4.5, 5 months, like a really long time. So, and that wasn't, you know, we didn't have a chain, and the people we were buying from apparently didn't have a chain, I don't think. So yeah, it can just take ages, but hopefully we'll be in before long, and yeah, starting our new little adventure. Some of the questions I had this week when I put the question box up were like, what are you doing, like in terms of preparation, and yeah, how are you planning on moving? Are you doing it yourselves, a company? How will you organize boxes, wrapping, etc.? So we have actually already started packing. Ollie has been getting loads of boxes down from the loft. Also when we got our Christmas decorations down, we just kept them down, and we've brought our sofa forward, and we've just got like box station behind the sofa, which we just keep refilling. So basically we had it like stacked up with boxes, which Ollie then loaded into the car one day. Our seats fold down really flat. We've got quite a big car, and he got, yeah, all of our Christmas decorations, Halloween decorations, like his memory boxes and toys from him when he was younger, and like just so much random stuff has now already gone to a storage unit up near where we are moving. So the plan is to kind of do one more trip like that, and then on the day that we move, hopefully we will just need a man with a van, and potentially we would hire a van, and yeah, just do it all ourselves, but do it all ourselves with the man with the van. But we might still need removal company, I don't know. Ollie wants to try and do it ourselves, but I think once we've kind of started packing up more, we'll have more of an idea of what we need. We're not taking most of our furniture. Our sofa, we're either leaving here, I don't know if our buyer wants it or not yet, or, you know, giving it to charity. Our like TV unit we're going to try and sell. My chest of drawers, they're an IKEA set from years and years and years ago. They've survived 3 moves, but they won't survive another one, so they'll go. Our wardrobes here are built in, so we won't be taking them. Yeah, so we don't have a ton of furniture. Obviously we've got our appliances like our tellies, our fridge freezer, our washing machine, dishwasher, etc. So they're all quite big bulky things. So I don't know, we're just going to kind of see what we can do. We do kind of need to get a decision around that soon, but I think in the next couple of weeks we'll take the next lot up to the house, and yeah, have a bit more of an idea where we're at with that. Another question is, what will you include in your go-to box for when you first get into the house? That's a really good question, and I don't know just yet, but I will definitely be hopefully doing some more videos around moving and packing and stuff, like as this process moves along. But we've been kind of doing it in dribs and drabs, like we've not filmed too much recent like about it. It's just been kind of happening slowly with everything else, you know. But I think in the go-to box it will definitely be the cleaning products. Obviously, like the house, like I said, is kept in a really nice condition already, but yeah, you just still want to go over it with a good clean yourself, don't you, before you put all your stuff in. Obviously just stuff for Buzz that he'll need straight away, and stuff for us that we'll need straight away. I'll probably like pack pack us like all clothes and pajamas and like our toiletries and stuff, maybe just like a, as if we were going to go and stay at a hotel overnight kind of thing, just in case, you know, it takes a while to unpack clothes and things. But yeah, I will do a box like that. It'll be actually quite good because by then Buzz won't be on formula anymore. We weren't sure if we'd be moving before he was 1, so he'd still be on formula. So we don't need to worry about his like perfect prep machine and stuff getting up straight away, like he'll be on cow's milk by then. Someone said tips when you do move of moving with a little one. We are hoping to do it this year. Absolutely. I obviously don't know just yet, but like the last question, like having a box to move in with kind of basics to kind of keep you going initially, things like that I think will come in definitely super handy. So once we have moved, I will for sure do a tips video if I feel like I've got enough to bring to the table, because yeah, I love just watching when I'm doing, and I don't know if anyone else is the same, but when you're like doing a new thing, whether it's going on a holiday somewhere, whether it's moving somewhere, whether it's having a baby, whether it's getting your eyebrows microbladed or whatever, like I love to just watch YouTube videos about that topic. Like, do you know what I mean? I like to like learn everything about that. I don't know if anyone else does this or is the same, but yeah, I for sure would find that really helpful to watch videos about moving with a little one. But yeah, I will definitely try to provide the goods with that. Someone said, what are you most excited for the new house? And I think that is just having the space, in terms of, whilst the rooms might feel smaller, just having like an extra bedroom and being able to have an office separate from the bedroom. I think when we first move in, the plan is for Buzz to go in the smallest bedroom, my office to be the medium bedroom, and mine and Ollie's room to be the biggest bedroom. And that is just for kind of a short-term time, because we're hoping to be able to build me an office in the garage. In the back end of the garage, like Ollie says he thinks he could build like a room within it, you know, like out of, I don't really know, I was gonna say out of wood, but is it like MDF, whatever, plywood, I don't know, just like walls, a little roof, a little door, like a little separate office for me, which I can paint in there and make it super cute, and like a really good space for me to be able to make products, pack products, take photos of products, film videos perhaps, like yeah, hopefully I'll have my own little Shan cave. That is a rubbish name. I'll call it something better. But yeah, hopefully I'll have that and that'll be wicked. And then Buzz can go in the medium room, and then the littlest room can be a nursery one day or whatever. So yeah, just having like separate spaces, and also having a garden, like just to be able to sit out there in the summer and Buzzy play on his toys, like we're gonna get him for his birthday, a little slide, a little Tikes car, like, oh, I'm just so excited to have a garden. We've got an outside space here and we've made it as nice as possible. We've put fairy lights up, we've got our colourful chairs and tables out there, we've got plants and stuff, but it's just not the same as a garden. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, I could just literally talk about what I'm excited for ages. Something else I'm really excited for is having a front garden, and then when it's Christmas we can get little, you know, the little reindeer lights and put them out in the grass. Someone said, what are the 3 deciding factors for the move? So I think just the fact that we wanted to upgrade our space, for want of a better term, like just kind of move up the ladder a little bit. We've just always felt like we wanted to do something a little bit different, and I feel like this is the start of that. So yeah, when we move, just the freedom it will hopefully give us, just having a little bit more space, and having a driveway, having a garage. I know Ollie is so excited to have a garage. He's wanted a garage forever. He wants to get a little car to like basically take apart and put back together again, or he's been looking into converting old cars into electric cars and doing a van conversion, all of this stuff. Who knows what he'll end up doing, but I'm so excited for him to have this like opportunity to have a little passion project. So yeah, I'm really excited. I hope it will be, you know, just good times for us basically. So yeah, I think I've kind of covered everything in this video. I feel like I've waffled for a really long time, so I'm sorry that I've gone on. I filmed this yesterday and I was a lot more cohesive. I think that's the word, like just, I felt like I spoke better, but I had a bogey, so I've had to refilm it, haven't I? Oh, so frustrating. Anyway, I better bloody edit this, and if I've got a bogey, well, you're going to be watching me with a bogey, because can't bother to film it again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this one was a little bit like waffly, but I hope you can just tell I'm super excited, and yeah, I can't wait to bring you along with us on this journey. So thank you so much for watching. Like I said earlier, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. It really, really does mean the world. Please leave a big thumbs up if you haven't already. Feel free to leave a comment in the comments box below, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. Bye, guys.
I just wanna love you, just wanna hold